Tampa is on fire right now, and over 150 people are moving here every day. And with $11 billion in new developments transforming the city, everyone from locals to those looking to move here are asking, where should I live? As a Tampa native and a local realtor, I know the neighborhoods that are thriving and the ones that everyone is fighting to get into. So in this video, I'm giving you the ultimate guide to Tampa's top 10 neighborhoods for 2025, breaking down everything from home prices to hidden gems only the locals know about. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for number 6 as it's climbing fast up the list and it might just surprise you. I'm ready and I'm not wasting any time, kicking things off with number 10 on our list. That's still very underrated. But before we do that, if this is your first time on the channel, I'm Adam Morjohn with Tampa Florida Living, and we help people buy, sell, and relocate to the Tampa Bay area by sharing exactly what it's like living here. And folks, there's no one bringing you videos quite like we do. So if you're thinking about making a move or looking for a home in the Tampa area, feel free to reach out to us. All of our contact info is in the description below and pinned in the chat. Seminole Heights is one of Tampa's most unique areas with historic charm, yet trendy vibes. Homes here are primarily historic bungalows from the 1920s and 30s, and you'll find some of the most beautiful craftsman architecture in all of Tampa. We're talking original hardwood floors, custom nooks, and those classic front porches that are perfect for your morning coffee. However, as some of these structures become dated, they are being replaced with a number of luxury modern style townhomes and homes, if that's more your vibe. The food here is incredible. This is where Seminole Heights really shines. You've got places like Rooster and the Till, which is actually Michelin rated now, the Sea House for amazing wine and small plates, and Angry Chair Brewing if you're into craft beer. King of the Coop, well, they serve up some of the best chicken plates, including a killer Nashville hot chicken that's worth the try. If you enjoy being outside, you've got Rivercrest Park right on the Hillsborough River, and Henry and Ola Park is perfect for families with its playgrounds and open spaces. The neighborhood is also incredibly bike-friendly with dedicated lanes connecting you to downtown Tampa. And what I love about Seminole Heights is that you're getting so much character for your money. Median home prices are in the 400,000s, which is still one of the more affordable areas close to downtown. Just keep in mind that many of these homes are older, so you might need to factor in some renovation costs. Most homes range from 1,500 to 2,000 square feet, and lot sizes are typically about 50 by 100. As far as schools go, this is something to consider. While Seminole Heights schools have made huge improvements, many opt for private schools or magnet programs near the area. But what you're really buying here is the lifestyle. That perfect mix of historic charm and urban living with easy access to downtown and the Riverwalk. We are almost to one of my favorite Tampa neighborhoods, but first let's go ahead and knock out number 9, and we aren't going too far. If you thought Seminole Heights was hot, Tampa Heights is absolutely exploding right now. I remember when this area was just empty lots and ran down homes. Now we've got Armature Works, which is one of the coolest food halls you'll find anywhere, and it's right on the Riverwalk. Tampa Heights is actually one of our city's oldest suburbs, dating back into the 1880s, and you can see that history in the architecture. But what's really exciting is how it's becoming this perfect blend of old and new. You've also got these beautiful historic homes being restored alongside some really innovative new construction. So what can you really find here? Well, Armature Works is obviously the crown jewel. It's this beautifully restored streetcar warehouse that's now home to some of the amazing restaurants like Embered on the rooftop, and it has some of the best views in downtown you'll find anywhere. You've also got Hidden Springs Ale Works for craft beer lovers, and Foundation Coffee has become this incredible community gathering spot. The Riverwalk extension has been a game changer for the neighborhood, and you can literally walk or bike all the way to downtown, Water Street, or up to Eulalie and the Waterworks Park. And speaking of parks, you've got several great options here, but Waterworks Park has this amazing splash pad for kids and hosts events like 4th Friday, which brings out all the food trucks and live music. Now let's go ahead and talk real estate. The median home price in Tampa Heights is sitting right around 500,000, but there's a huge range. You can still find some homes that need major renovation in the high 300,000s, while new construction townhomes are going for 700,000 plus, and new luxury homes, they're over $1 million. Most of the historic homes here were built in the early to mid 1900s, and they typically range from 1,500 to about 2,500 square feet. Now, the biggest draw here is the location. You're literally 5 minutes from downtown and the gasworks and other developments coming soon. But this area is only going to keep getting better. The only thing to keep in mind is that, like Seminole Heights, the school ratings aren't the highest, but we're seeing improvements every year. Now on to a favorite on the list for so many reasons. If you're looking for that perfect suburban lifestyle with all the amenities you could want, Westchase is it. Westchase actually just ranked as Florida's #1 suburb according to niche.com, and here's why. First off, let's talk about what makes Westchase special. This is a master plan community with over 20 different neighborhoods or villages, each with its own unique character. You've got everything from maintenance-free villas to luxury single-family homes on conservation lots. The amenities here are absolutely incredible too. You got 2 community pools, tennis courts, 2 playgrounds, and miles of walking trails that connect the entire community. West Park Village gives you that downtown feel with restaurants like Irish 31 and World of Beer, plus local favorites like Catch 23. Schools are a huge draw here also, with Westchase Elementary being A-rated, and Davidson Middle School has some of the best STEM programs in the county. You're also zoned for Alonzo High School, which offers an excellent IB program. Now, the median home price in Westchase is around $695,000, but again, there's a range. You can find townhomes starting in the high 400,000s, while luxury homes in the neighborhood like the Bridges or Treetops can go well over $1 million. Most single-family homes range from around 2,000 to 4,000 square feet, and you typically get more land here than you would closer to something like downtown. Location-wise, you're about 25 minutes from downtown Tampa without traffic, 15 minutes from the airport, and you've got easy access to the Veterans Expressway. The Westchase area has also attracted a lot of major employers, so many residents actually work right in the area. And one thing to keep in mind, you do have HOA fees here, so typically ranging from about $150 to $300 monthly, depending on your village and lot size, but for that, you're getting a beautifully maintained community with tons of amenities and some of the strongest property values in Tampa. Coming up soon, number 6 might be the biggest surprise on the list for you, but this next one might also be, because most think it's a suburb outside of Tampa when in reality it's considered in the city limits. The number 7 best Tampa neighborhood everyone wants to live in 2025 is New Tampa. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, Adam, isn't that too far out? But hear me out on this one. New Tampa gives you some of the best bang for your buck in the entire Tampa Bay area, and there's a reason why so many families are choosing to move here. Let's start with the basics. New Tampa is actually huge, covering about 24 square miles, and it's made up of several distinct communities. You've got places like Tampa Palms, which was one of the first master plan communities in the area, Hunter's Green with its gorgeous golf course, and newer developments that are nearby like K-Bar Ranch. The homes here are typically newer compared to those in the city, most built after 1990, and many in the last 10 to 15 years. This means you're getting more modern floor plans, better energy efficiency, and typically less maintenance than you'd find in older parts of Tampa. Home sizes are going to range from about 1,800 to 5,000 square feet, and lot sizes are typically a little bit bigger than you'll find closer to downtown also. Schools, they're absolutely fantastic. Pride Elementary, Liberty Middle, and Freedom High are all pretty highly rated, and you've got several excellent private school options too. If you have college kiddos, well, USF or University of South Florida is right nearby, which brings a lot of great cultural and educational opportunities to the area as well. When it comes to amenities, New Tampa really delivers. The New Tampa Recreation Center is incredible with indoor basketball courts, fitness classes, and programs for all ages. You've got multiple shopping centers close by over there in Wesley Chapel with everything you need, like the shops at Wiregrass. It gives you that outdoor mall experience, and the Tampa Premium Outlets are just a few minutes away. And let's not forget about you outdoor enthusiasts. Flatwoods Park has over 20 miles of paved trails, perfect for biking or running, and the New Tampa Nature Park has some beautiful boardwalks through pristine Florida wilderness. Median home prices here are going to be in the mid 500s, but what's really impressive is how much house you get for your money. A 3,000 square foot home, for example, that might cost you $1.2 million or more in South Tampa, might be only $700,000 here. Plus, many of these communities have amazing amenities like pools and tennis courts, fitness centers, often with lower HOA than something you might find in places like Westchase. Now, let's talk about that elephant in the room, the commute. Yes, you're looking at about 30 to 35 minutes to downtown Tampa, and I-75 can get pretty busy during rush hour, but here's what a lot of people don't realize. Many major employers have actually moved to this area, and with the growth of remote work, the commute is becoming less of an issue for many families. Now, next is the big shocker. If you haven't been downtown lately, you wouldn't even recognize the Channel District area. The transformation here has been absolutely incredible, and the Water Street Tampa area bringing in over $5 billion in new development, this neighborhood is just getting started, and that's why it's number 6 on the list. Just 5 years ago, this primarily was a warehouse district with a few condo buildings. Now, we're talking about one of Tampa's most vibrant urban neighborhoods. You've got Sparkman's Wharf with its amazing restaurants and casual outdoor space, the Florida Aquarium, and of course, Amalie Arena for Lightning games and concerts. But what about living options here? Well, most properties are condos or apartments in those high-rise buildings, ranging from older buildings like the Place at Channelside to ultra-luxury new construction like Water Street's Asher. Square footage typically ranges from about 700 square feet for a one-bedroom to over 2,500 square feet for luxury penthouses. And what's really exciting about Channel District is its walkability. You can literally walk to over 50 restaurants, from casual spots like Naked Farmer to fine dining at Predalina. You can hop on the Riverwalk, connecting you to Curtis Hickson Park and the Tampa Museum of Art, and the Tico Line streetcar will give you free transportation into Ybor City. Home prices? Well, they're kind of all over the place with older and newer options available, but as an example, you can find some older units starting in the high 300,000s, while luxury units in the newer buildings can go into the millions. Now keep in mind that most buildings have an HOA fee ranging from about $400 to $800 monthly on average, but that typically includes some pretty amazing amenities like pools and fitness centers, concierge services, etc. The demographic here tends to be younger professionals and empty nesters, but we're starting to see more families as well, especially with the addition of Gorey Elementary's downtown campus and great private school options nearby. The next neighborhood, it deserves a spot because its perfect location between South Tampa and West Shore, with some of the most beautiful tree-lined streets you're gonna find anywhere in Tampa. Number 5 is Beach Park. First off, you've got these gorgeous waterfront views along Old Tampa Bay, and the streets here are just stunning with massive oak trees creating natural canopies over the brick paved streets. The architecture, well, it's incredibly diverse with original 1920s Mediterranean revival homes to modern coastal design. Location is absolutely key here as well. You're literally 5 minutes from the International Plaza and Tampa International Airport, 10 minutes from downtown, and you've got easy access to the Veterans Expressway and the Courtney Campbell Causeway. Plus, you're in Plant High School District, which is huge for those families that have kiddos in school, etc. When it comes to outdoor activities, you've got some great options nearby also. You got Cypress Point Park, which is a hidden gem with a beautiful beach area and nature trails. And the Cypress Point Park Disc Golf Course is gotta be one of the best in Tampa. And you've got these amazing sunset views over Old Tampa Bay. Let's go ahead and talk real estate. Median home prices in Beach Park are over $1 million, and there's a good reason for that. Most homes here range from 2,500 to over 5,000 square feet, and lot sizes, they're typically larger than what you're gonna find in other parts of South Tampa also. You're seeing a lot of new construction coming in with homes going well over $2 million and up, but you can still find some older ranch-style homes that need a little updating in the 800,000s. Now, one thing to keep in mind, if you're looking at waterfront properties near MacDill Air Force Base, from time to time, you will have some airplane noise, but most locals will tell you kind of just get used to it pretty quickly, and the trade-off for those water views, it's absolutely worth it. If you enjoy the water, either number 1 or this next one coming up might be right up your alley. Next up is Davis Islands. It's literally an island paradise right next to downtown Tampa, and let me tell you why this neighborhood is so special. First off, let's talk about the history because it's fascinating. Davis Islands was created in the 1920s as Tampa's first planned community, and you can see that history in the Mediterranean revival architecture throughout the islands. Now, today it's a perfect mix of historic homes and stunning new construction. The community here is incredibly tight-knit. You've got the Davis Island Yacht Club, which is more than just a marina, it's a social hub for the community. Then you got Peter O. Knight Airport, which adds this unique character to the island. And you've got this amazing walking path that goes pretty much all the way around the airport with some of the best views of downtown Tampa you'll find anywhere. For families, you've got the Davis Island Park with its playground and dog beach. And yes, I said dog beach. It's one of the only off-leash dog beaches in Tampa. The Davis Island Pool is this beautiful public pool that's easy to access with a lap pool and splash zone for the little ones. And you also have tennis courts and basketball courts that are always active just around the corner. Now, the village area on East Davis Boulevard is like something out of a small beach town. You've got local favorites like 220 East for a great meal, DI Coffee for your morning coffee, and Margarita's Mexican restaurant, which has some of the best tacos in Tampa, and don't forget the massive margarita. Real estate here is definitely gonna be luxury. You got median home prices starting around $1.5 million, but waterfront properties can easily go over $5 million. Home sizes typically range from 2,000 to over 6,000 square feet, and you've got everything from original 1920s homes to these new ultra-modern new construction. The biggest draw? Well, you're literally 5 minutes from downtown Tampa, but it feels like you're on vacation. Plus, you're zoned for Gorey Elementary and Plant High School, two of Tampa's top-rated public schools. And speaking of Plant High School, number 3 is one of the most prestigious neighborhoods in South Tampa, Palma Seca. If you're wondering why this neighborhood consistently ranks as one of Tampa's best, this is where old money meets modern luxury, and it shows in everything from the architecture to the lifestyle. Palma Seca is centered around the historic Palma Seca Golf and Country Club, which dates all the way back to 1916. The streets here are these beautiful brick-paved lanes lined with massive oak trees, and the homes range from historic Mediterranean Revival mansions to sophisticated new construction. And let's talk about location because it's absolutely perfect. You're right between High Park and South Tampa with easy access to everything. Beta Bay Boulevard and McDill Avenue give you some of South Tampa's best shopping and dining. You've got local restaurants like Olivia, which has become super popular after being added to the Michelin Guide, and Restaurant BT for a French-Vietnamese twist, which in my opinion has some of the best food that really stands out as something different. For families, the school situation is incredible. You're zoned for Roosevelt, Wilson Middle, and Plant High School, all highly rated, so you really can't go wrong there. The neighborhood has this amazing walkability factor also, and you'll see families heading over to the Palma Seca playground, which is always full of families, and truly, it's just a really nice place to go for a stroll. Real estate here, it's definitely premium. Median home prices are gonna be around 1.1 million, but it can go way up depending on the location and size. Most homes range from about 2,500 square feet to 4,000, and lot sizes are typically 60 by 100 or larger, with new construction in the area often going over $2 million. But one unique aspect of Palma Seca is the mix of housing options. While you've got these gorgeous million-dollar mansions, you can also find some smaller bungalows and ranch-style homes that offer more affordable entry point into the neighborhood, typically starting in the 700,000s, I'll bet a bit towards the outskirts of the area and on the smaller side, but it's all about location here. Now coming in at number 2, this next one is literally a local fan favorite. Our runner-up for Tampa's best neighborhoods is High Park. And this is where historic charm meets modern luxury. There's nothing quite like walking through High Park Village on an early morning. And the neighborhood, it just keeps getting better. High Park is actually Tampa's oldest suburb, dating back to the 1880s, and you can feel that history everywhere you look. The architecture here is absolutely stunning, from classic American four-square homes to craftsman bungalows to modern new construction that somehow manages to blend perfectly with all this historic character. Now let's talk about High Park Village because it's really become the heart of the neighborhood. You've got amazing shopping with stores like Anthropologie and Lululemon, great restaurants like On Swan, which is now Michelin rated, and local favorites like Forbici and Bar Taco. The monthly Fresh Market brings out the whole community, and events like the annual art fair draw people from all over Tampa Bay. Location-wise, you seriously can't beat it. You're walking distance to Bayshore Boulevard, the world's longest continuous sidewalk, by the way, and it's just a stone's throw to downtown, the Riverwalk, or Water Street. For families, you're zoned for Gorey Elementary, Wilson Middle, and Plant High School, some of the best public schools yet again in Tampa. And now let's go ahead and talk real estate. The median home price in High Park is right around 1.2 million, but there's a huge range. You can find smaller bungalows starting in the 800,000s, while larger historic homes or new construction can easily go over $3 million. Most homes are gonna range from about 1,800 to over 4,000 square feet, and lot sizes are the typical 50 by 100. Now, one thing to keep in mind, parking, it can be a challenge, especially if you're close to Howard Avenue or Soho, but most people will tell you it's a small price to pay for living in such a walkable, vibrant neighborhood. And finally, coming in at number 1, Harbor Island. Now, I know this might be controversial, but let me tell you why this island community takes the top spot. This is luxury urban living at its absolute finest, and the location, it is unbeatable. First off, let's talk about what Harbor Island actually is. This is a 177-acre man-made island right in downtown Tampa, connected by bridges that make you feel like you're entering your own little paradise oasis. The entire island is meticulously planned, from the beautiful landscaping to the world-class amenities. The housing options here are incredibly diverse. You've got luxury high-rise condos like Plaza Harbor Island and the Sanctuary, waterfront townhomes along Harbor Island Boulevard, and single-family homes in smaller pockets towards the southern portion of the island. Most properties have either water views or skyline views, and often both. And the amenities here are absolutely incredible. The Lifetime Health Club and Fitness Center is one of the best private fitness facilities in Tampa, and it has all the bells and whistles. You've got multiple pools, tennis and pickleball courts, workout classes, even a full spa. And then for boaters, there are several marinas where you can keep your boat right in your backyard. And what about the location? Well, it doesn't get any better. You can walk to Water Street, Amalie Arena, and the Florida Aquarium, and all the restaurants and entertainment in downtown Tampa. Then the Tico line, the streetcar that connects you to Channelside and Ybor City, and you're just minutes away from Hyde Park Village. And let's talk about lifestyle here because it's pretty special. You've got great restaurants right on the island like Jackson's Bistro and American Social, plus your walking distance to all the amazing new spots in Water Street like Predalina, Bulan, and the Pearl. The community here is very social as well. There's always something going on, from sunset yoga classes to wine tastings to holiday celebrations. Now, real estate prices will reflect the premium location and lifestyle. You got median prices starting around $1 million, but that's really just the entry point. Luxury condos in the newer buildings can go for $2 to $3 million, and waterfront single-family homes can easily exceed $5 million. Most condos range from 1,200 to over 3,000 square feet, while single-family homes can go up to 6,000 square feet or more. But here's a real win for you. There is a section with condos built like townhomes, and you can find a 2-bedroom for plus or minus around $500,000. And yes, you've got HOA fees to consider, so typically ranging from about $500 to $1,000 monthly, depending on the building or community. But for that, you're getting an incredible amenities and some of the best property management in Tampa. Now, I know home prices in some of these neighborhoods might seem high, but remember, Tampa's still growing like crazy, and these areas are seeing some of the strongest appreciation in the entire state. In fact, Tampa is still one of the top real estate markets to keep your eye on in 2025, and FYI, these are some of the best. So if your budget is a bit smaller, don't be scared off. Tampa has a little something for everyone. If you're thinking about making the move to Tampa, my team and I would love to help you find your perfect next home. All our contact information is right there on the screen, and we're always here to answer any of your questions you might have about living in Tampa. Just shoot me an email or give us a call to get started. I'll add it in the description and pin it in the chat. But before you go, if you want to learn more about living in Tampa, check out the playlist here. It's right here on the screen. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Woo!